Okay, it's recording. Oof. Panda, panda, panda! Panda, panda, panda! Panda, panda, panda! Panda, panda, panda! I, Alfred Bielik, have quite a story for you. I don't know how much I should say. I'm on the run from the Navy. If they know that I know what I do, bad things can happen. So I've taken refuge among the wildlife. I've even disguised myself as some of the local wildlife. Yes, you like my disguise, don't you? I've even perfected my panda call. I sound just like them now. See? Panda, panda, panda! Let me get on to my story. Prompted by the release of the motion picture entitled The Philadelphia Project, I realized it was time to tell the world my story. I was aboard the USS Eldridge during those fateful days of July 22nd and October 28th of the year 1943. On these occasions, the Navy was conducting an experiment using the naval vessel I was stationed on, the USS Eldridge. The goal was to deflect light away from the ship, in turn making the vessel invisible. On the first test date, July 22nd. Yes, July 22nd. Success was achieved when the USS Eldridge vanished into thin air for a short period of time. Observers claimed that in place of the ship, a greenish haze was visible. Actually, not too much unlike the shade of these leaves. Yes, leaves. However, after the experiment was panda, panda, panda! I'm sorry, I need to make sure I'm not being followed. After the experiment was completed, many of my fellow crew members complained of headaches and severe nausea. You get the picture. Scallywags and utter bottom feeders they were, if you ask me. With this success in hand, the Navy decided to run more tests to make sure that the procedure was perfected. That takes us to the fateful day of October 28th, 1943. Another test was to be run that day on the USS Eldridge. This time, though, something went horribly wrong. The ship not only vanished from sight, it moved. Originally, the Eldridge was located at a port in Philadelphia. However, in a matter of seconds, it was transported to Norfolk, Virginia. Yes, Norfolk, Virginia, where the appearance of the ship was witnessed by crew members of a nearby vessel, the USS Andrew Versa. Panda, panda, panda! I'm sorry. I've said too much already. I need to make sure that... Well, as long as I'm in danger already, I might as well continue my story. The truth needs to be known. Soon thereafter, the Eldridge vanished and reappeared in the same spot it originally occupied in Philadelphia. When the ship was back in its original spot, chaos broke out. While we were trying to assess what happened, it became apparent that members of the crew had become fused with the ship. One crew member even disappeared entirely. To cover up their blunder, the Navy tried to erase the evidence, and that included getting rid of what we had all seen and felt while taking part in the experiment, which included the one crew member who disappeared from the upper deck and reappeared a few stories below, with his hand entrenched in the steel hull of the vessel. For a long time, I couldn't remember what had happened to me. I vaguely remember... Pen! I'm sorry. It's just natural instinct. I vaguely remember the name Ed Karen and other disjointed memories, but nothing concrete. Ugh. If they knew I was telling you this. However, there is one thing I am certain of. It was the Navy! They brainwashed me! I'm not